Travel Mole TV is honored to have Mr. Hubert Joly, who's the president and CEO of the Carlson Group of companies, and we're going to ask him some questions about how about sustainability and how the conference is going and what's happened in Carlson in the last 12 months. Carlson itself is a global 70-year-old privately held hospitality and travel company. Its leading brands in the hospitality sector include Radisson, Country Inns and Suites by Carlson, Park Inn, Park Plaza, Regent, TGI Fridays, all familiar household names to Americans. Carlson is also the majority shareholder of Carlson Wagonlit Travel, the global leader in business travel management. The company operates in more than 150 countries, and its brands employ 150,000 people. Mr. Joly is from France. He graduated from the HEC Paris, that's the leading business school in France, and from the Institut d'Études Politiques de Paris. He's a consultant at McKinsey & Partners, then working in that firm's San Francisco, New York, and Paris offices. He left McKinsey in 1996 to become vice president of electronic data systems and then headed that country in France, EDS, Ross Perot's old company, and then went to Universal Vivendi and headed Universal Vivendi Games based in Los Angeles. In 2004, he became president and CEO of Carlson, and anyway, pleased to have you. Sorry about the long introduction. Anyway, what are you pleased about in the last 12 months?
Well, really a couple of things. One is the recovery, of course. It's been stronger than everybody expected. And then the launch of our Ambition 2015 strategy, which is a growth strategy that has the goal of ensuring that all of our brands are leading brands in their segments and that we are the most attractive hospitality and travel company to work for and to invest with.
What perhaps has not worked out so well in the last 12 months?
I cannot think of anything, except maybe my tennis games. I've not had a chance to work on it.
My tennis is just suffering as well. What's lined up in the next 12 months that you're excited about at Carlson, or major developments for you?
Well, it's all about growth. Ambition 2015, it's about in our hotel business growing the hotel portfolio by at least 50% to at least 1,500 hotels. It's doubling the number of TGI Fridays restaurants we have around the world, and it's about strengthening the leadership position that Carlson Wagonlit Travel has. So it's a lot of work on the brands, making sure they're relevant, that we innovate around them, boosting the revenue. It's all about growth, opening hotels, opening restaurants around the world. As an example, in India this year we're going to open 19 hotels. We're going to be at 100 hotels in India by the year 2015. Lots of growth-oriented activities.
Social media has become a very interesting and different part of major corporations management. What is Carlson doing in that space?
Well, we incorporate that into overall marketing and revenue generation strategies and customer relations. Of course, social media is a big influencer of how consumers talk to each other, so we take that into account. All of our general managers every morning look at what's on TripAdvisor or other sites. We look at booking on some of these social media, Facebook and so forth. In TGI Fridays business, where we have a lot of advertising spend, we've moved away from national TV advertising to much more local, layered, digital communication. We're heavily investing in our loyalty program, which is also a very intimate way to communicate with the guests and the consumers. So it's really pervasive in the way we interact with the consumers.